I hang around a lot of rappers, and I don't think of myself as a rapper, but I think of myself as an artist who expresses herself through the medium of rap.
Also hard, this shit crazy. Y'all don't know that those shit plays. And also hard, let's get faded. Libraries for like 6 days. Also hard, this also hard, this also hard, this also hard, this also hard. Also hard, this shit crazy.
Hey! Who is Subliminal NuHtkaYs and what does she do? Well, Subliminal NuHtkaYs is a poet. I'm Subliminal NuHtkaYs. In fact, Subliminal NuHtkaYs is my alter ego. I do poetry and I rap. And Subliminal NuHtkaYs is an artist. Subliminal NuHtkaYs is an artist. Yes. Subliminal NuHtkaYs. I still want to process this one because I need to get out of study break to actually write that one. But need I poetic license to park into your conscious and drive you bonkers like that shit not obnoxious? See you like the eye of Horus, thesaurus sing broken chorus to your ignorance? Holes in all that, codes and wet poor heads, with no idea what hip-hop is really about, but as long as you spitting, shit not irrelevant, but as long as you spitting, it's cool. Heads need to open their heads because nobody is speaking any sense. Nobody is making any sense. Pretense every time I lace a track. It's like there's no common sense to ground this piece of artwork. My artwork is material within the art sphere, but they do not understand this. They could never understand because ignorance is now a trait.
This is subliminal lyrical rap amphibian to Cillian. Sing my shit is worth putting a melee on, not shitting on. Killer face expression.
I write under Subliminal NuHtkaYs. All of my writings are under I write under material, of course, like theories and stuff like that. I'm doing a theory called Codes and Poets. It's a theory about the encoding of semiotics. Is like the semiotics that I do in media, like how you go about decoding poetic language, how a poet can actually express something, and how still, although the poet is not using meta language as such, but how you can abstract like, you know, the underlying meaning, like the ideological meaning of what the poet is actually saying. I do some of that too. I started long ago. In fact, that question really irritates me. That question truly irritates me because I don't know why, but like I get it a lot. Like, when did you start? Like, I've been writing for as long as I can. And when I say that, I mean I've been writing for as long as I can remember. The one thing that my grandmother still reminds me, even now, still today, she's still saying, you know, you were so psyched about writing that you used to scribble. Like, I used to, this was before grade 1. I was so fascinated with the idea of people just looking at the paper and just, you know, so fascinating. I used to scribble lines there. And for her, she's like, it was a big deal because all of the other kids wanted to go out and play, but I just wanted to sit there with the paper. If I was not drawing, I was scribbling. It was funny because I couldn't write, so for that I think I get some funny high. I get like a very weird high from writing. People say, you know, people think it's weird because a lot of people, I know a lot of other artists who put a lot into this, who put a lot into what they do. I don't have to. Like, I love doing this. I love doing it. I do this. I have fun doing it. It's like a second nature. It's like a second nature. My writing process is completely funny. My writing process is just completely weird. But I'm overwhelmed by a feeling first before I write anything. And it's working quite well. It's working quite well. And as far as the head goes, I've been ahead for a while now. I love rap. I love poetry. In fact, I love putting my thoughts down on paper. There's nothing as satisfying for me. Like, there are a lot of stuff that people do, and this is what I do. You know, this is what I do. I started out under Urban Craft, NuHtkaYs, Zach, Sizzle. They were just boys that I vibe with in terms of the music, and I love them a lot because they've truly moved. They've truly they've contributed a lot to the artist. They hold a very special place. We don't get along now, but they hold a very, very, very special place in my heart. All of them, all three of them, because they were actually, they were like, they gave me my first few experiences of like hip hop, like real. They walked me through the process when I actually started out. Like, I fell in love with this thing and didn't know really what it was, and it was only when I started hanging out with heads that I had an understanding of it. So this is then my relationship with them. So they are a big deal like that. They're a big deal like that. They are my peoples. I love them like shit, but we just cannot have a relationship right now. I can't have a relationship with them on very personal grounds. I started with the poetry. I started with poetry initially, and then I started turning my poems into. In fact, I didn't do that. Like, what am I saying? I never did that. I just cut off. I just thought, you know what? I want to do both of these. So you know what? I'm just gonna start rapping like shit that. And I started that, and it turned out pretty better than I expected. And I still remember old ancient verses, like ancient. There's the Richard Branson track that we did with the guys. The Richard Branson was the title of the track. I wish I had it so you guys could hear it. I just don't have it with me. I just don't have the material. But it was one of like the greatest. It was one of my best tracks because it was one of the tracks that I had been in. Yeah, I still remember the tune right now. How did my verse go there? Here's some Richard Branson spitballin' bitch, $1 million bees, scooter bling weed, got more chain, got more shine. Cause Frankenstein, you freaking fags in my time. I'm crazy with rhyme, I'm sounding the skin, I'm ballin' with kings, rolling my lids. We only sing high notes, no coins, flu and flow, I'm on cash flow, death row. We blow money, we don't blow job, throwing money in the air, cause our money so fly. Yes, but it was very different to the stuff I do now, because this was back when I was starting out with the rap. I was initially already a poet by this time. That was my starting on material, but now I'm on some. Now I'm on some other tip, like what you say. What you say? I'm doing some other stuff now, like my beginning stages, because I feel like I've nursed substance into my material, but I'll let you be the judge of that. I'm going to do a tidbit of the stuff that I do now. My favorite verse ever. Break illusion, devolution, forces of recruiting the human. This revolution is the movement. You win. This the luminary that married the blurry visionary vision, scary clearly. This weary world isn't ready. Steady on your mark. Shoot off this pistol to swim with all the shots. All the fucks gonna need a crocs. Rapper girl deluxe. Lyric doc learner, the burner like Tina Turner. Murder further push this movement improvement. This shit is fluent. Wonders on invisible, physical, kill subliminal, I'm on and lyrical. Miracle spit not habitual. The morning ritual, the paper prayer not residual. Sick as usual. Now kiss came as made a chronic, never fasted. He got up for the doctor, never dusted. The rifle rockin', diagnosis, yes he talkin'. The drunken rockin', shock a rifle piston cocked-in, she stopped-in. This is diagnosis made a chronic. I'm catastrophic. Miracle spit not habitual. The morning ritual, the paper prayer not residual. Sick as usual. Now kiss came as made a chronic, never fasted. He got up for the doctor, never dusted. The rifle rockin', diagnosis, yes he talkin'. The drunken rockin', shock a rifle piston cocked-in, she stopped-in. This is diagnosis made a chronic. I'm catastrophic, supersonic, spit cosmic, cosmic. Yeah! Ooh, it's biting my tongue up in that mother. That is my favorite verse. It's my best verse. Now I'm still all up on it. I take it very, very seriously. It's an art. It's an art. It's expression. You know, I'm creating a representation. You know, I'm representing a reality. Like I'm giving you. I'm creating a you know, I'm building onto, or I'm giving out symbolic forms in my material for people to relate to, because I'm a human being and I do believe that the next human being is going to feel me on the grounds that I am in. But the one thing that I feel people should understand with me, I'm a writer before anything else. That's the problem. In fact, it's not a problem. Like, I'm a writer before I am over everything, over performer, over whatever else I may be. So, I remember this one update where I actually explained this term. I was like, yes, I rap, and I can rap, but I'm a poet, in fact, before, you know, like to be known more as a performing scribe than a rapper. Because first and foremost, like, my written material is much more powerful than my freestyles. Like, my freestyles just basically suck. My freestyles is just suck. Like, they just the worst thing you've ever heard. So, like, running from what is gone, I think I should recite the piece for you. Gone is a love so genuine it could never be faked. He tried to save, but it became lame to blame the same damn crazy flame. She misbehaved, disgraced the place, degrade the flame. So, who's to blame? Who's to blame for this bruise that carries my name? The world's dull and painful. Tears of mine and I fall. Did they fall or did I fall? Did I fire this right for? What's right for? Hopeless hearts and hatred that here was hardcore. No more. Is this what I was born for? Screams from dreams that speak broken words. I heard the voices moan the death of him and I, so me would cry for when dreams scream. It only means heartbreak. Tears will tear in two, so you could see through yourself anew. Breathe. Believe the peace will leave you deep in grief. Dead like skin cells. Karma is the bloody hell I can't spell for. Who do I tell? Who do I tell that I'm below the shrine of my greatest fear? Toxic for one another. Me and this brother were concocted to the cover. The better other way I discover how memories hover that fiction is lover haunted by hammered hearts that hurt horribly. Honestly, who fathoms fixing what fate figures finishing? First, flee from fabrications of unfavorable and fake forbidden food for forget fandom fiction easily. So I find myself running from becoming something, shunning all kinds of loving just because I'm loving it. So I keep running. That was a piece I wrote in 2010. Yes, I wrote that piece in 2010. and 10 because of what was happening in my life. I'm a very expressive person. I'm a very open person, so I can just spill the beans to you. What was happening with that piece was that desire, conspire how that guy put my heart in a mortuary, emotions bleed. Honestly, over him, he's autumn leaves. The scar runs deep. My soul weeps in a beat while rhythm and poetry follows me. It lets me bleed on paper sheets the deepest wounds. I do not sing, but I bring melody like guitar strings. This stuff makes me live and lets me be the shit I believe. It protects me and saves me from all forms of misery. Feed, mind speak, mind beat, time behind knee high be thy weak climb creed. Rhymes, me, and these rhymes. That one was like a prelude or too solid to be broken by tokens of dead emotions. This mind was open when potent thought questioned my coping. Was hoping I'd go and not showing the slower growing. Society unknowing I'm going crazy, this flowing. Affecting me, this shit dialecting me. What words reflecting me, directing me. Killing the woman that's hysterecting me like after me. Fleshing me, freshing me dead, but actually frantically finding me, winding me like mind aligning me. This love not blinding me. Tape recorders keep rewinding me, reminding me love is relentless. All this decided me, 'cause NuHtkaYs is